Hello there, I'm Dejan and welcome to a new video. So State of Play is just over. We received gameplay reveal trailer of Heihachi and we received an in-depth talk of 2 hours about Heihachi and about the new patch release. In this video we're gonna dive into the patch 1.08 precisely, as there is enough people that are speaking about Heihachi already and they're way more competent than me, as they're all way better Mishima players than me. But I might do a video about Heihachi as well. But here is about all what we're gonna receive into the patch. So first of all, this is the biggest patch we have ever received. And about, if you just count as content and things that get added to the game, is the biggest. It feels like almost a DLC. It is a DLC actually. Obviously 1.05 is still the most important patch the game has ever received, as it balanced the game incredibly and it brought it very close to what is its current status. For the offline component of the game, the 2 biggest new things are obviously first the free DLC, the extra chapter story mode that you're gonna receive that is gonna dive into Eddie, Lydia and Heihachi himself. And this DLC is gonna be completely free, no charge. You're just gonna, when you're gonna update the game, you're gonna get into that, and you get to try as well Eddie, Lydia and Heihachi if you haven't purchased the season pass yet, which I think is a great thing from Bandai. It's been very heavy on microtransaction and everything, but I think if there is a way to give back to the community, this is probably one of the best. You give a free story, you're giving it to everyone, so you don't need to buy the season pass to keep on and stay updated on the story of the Tekken saga, which is great. Another addition that they've done to the game is the fact that now finally we can select the character that we want in the main screen selection, in the main menu selection. So yes, you can put Heihachi when he's gonna be out, where you can put Kazuya, you can put Brian, you can put whatever you want, you can put your favorite waifu, you can pick the costume that you want. They show only the default costume so far, but it looked like you could pick as well the custom. So yes, you can put your waifu in bikini most probably, because this is probably what you're all asking about now. And this is probably the most important updates on the offline category. They have shown as well some modification to the special style and how now you can take more complex combo route, but I honestly didn't follow that in depth, so I honestly don't know what they changed because I don't even know how does it work. Now, the practice mode is probably the one that took the biggest rework. So they added a couple of features that are so fundamental and important that is very nice to have. The first one being, you can now select when your opponent, your training dummy, can punish you, has to punish you. So let's say you're practicing a string like 4-1-2-1-3 yada 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 from Brian, which is a 5-each string which can be delayed in almost every attack. So if you want to test out something like that, you will have your opponent having to punish first after the first hit, then after the second hit, then after the third, and so on, so on, so on. Which was very difficult to do before. But now it's very easy, because you can just set up punish after the third hit, and you do forward 2-1-2, and then the opponent is gonna punish you in that moment. You can see if you can delay the string and still hit, and thousands of instances. And this is a great new feature. Another feature that they added, now you can play around with the health bar during in the training practice settings. What does it mean? You can set up yours and your opponent health bar to 100%, 90%, 80%, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 10, 1 HP. You can set it up to 1 HP as well, so you can try and see what's the max damage of the Rage Art, which is very good. It's something that we could never do. And as well, you can set up recoverable health and see how much health are you recovering. Another feature that they added is the fact that you can set up the training dummy to be no recovering the health once it gets damaged. So in this way, you can see how much chip damage you actually do without the health bar always resetting after you finish to play around, which is great. All of these things, you could argue they should have been there since day one. Yes, but honestly, every update that Bandai is releasing, a part of all the shopping controversy, is always moving the game forward in the right direction, in my opinion. You know, it was so overtuned, and the game is tuning down, and now we're getting all a new set of features that is very nice to have. So I'm very happy to see all these updates, and especially in all of this chunk. I wasn't expecting this much stuff, honestly. Another thing, the last thing of the practice mode, and this connects to the last group about the online, there is gonna be available the online practice mode, so you can practice with someone and lab the character with someone else online. It looks like this feature is going to be only in the Tekken Fighting Launcher, so you will have to find a free cabinet. I think it's going to work like this. I really hope this is going to give you the chance to just practice mode with your friends, but we'll see. On this one, I'm not sure yet about how it's going to work. We'll see probably next week. And that's it for the practice mode. I think I said everything. Now, for the last, but absolutely not least, what did they change on the online mode? Well, you know, if you probably watching my video, you probably stopped by and heard when I was saying about how the ranking system wasn't working, especially on the point system, needed some very major rework. And I honestly wasn't expecting anything to happen soon. I was expecting stuff to happen in Season 2, and I said this multiple times. Well, looks like they did some little tweaking on the pairing system and some little tweaking on the point system. Who would have thought? So, apparently, it looks like now the pairing system is gonna try to focus more on the rank itself and then follow the matchmaking on the prowess, rather than just following first the prowess then the ranking. At least this is what it sounded like, but this I'm not sure yet. I really hope it's like this, because this as well will bring a lot of more separation, and it will bring a lot of more adjustment automatically to the blue ranks, especially now, which are basically a double ladder in this exact moment. But the biggest change is that they basically brought changes. They basically changed how the rank difference affects your point gain loss into the matchmaking. What does it mean? So now, if you fight someone that is like 2 or 3 ranks above you, let's say 3 ranks above you, it sounds even worse. Okay, so let's say that you are a blue rank, you are a Bushin, and you get paired with a Tekken God or Tekken God Supreme, because it might happen. You lose full points in that case, and you win less points than what you lose. So in this case, the system is going to be taking in consideration the heavy difference in ranks, and if you're going to win against an opponent that is way stronger than you on ranks, you're gonna get a bonus and you're gonna get more points. If you're gonna lose against an opponent that is way stronger than you, guess what? You're not gonna get a normal malus, but you're gonna get a little bonus, which means you're gonna lose a bit less points than what you should lose. Which is something that, in my opinion, I don't understand why this wasn't in the game. I'm not saying that you should not lose more points than what you gain. That's absolutely fine. I'm absolutely fine with that. But that if I'm fighting someone that is on my same rank, if I'm fighting someone that is 3 ranks above me, I should not be losing full points, because it's most probably I'm gonna lose. And the last change they did to the rank system, to the ranking point system, is the fact that now, if you're gonna fight someone that is plus or minus 4 ranks from you, there is gonna be a big decrease in win and loss points, especially, which is great as well. This should have always been there. I don't know why they didn't put it, but that's basically it. I tried to make it very short, but this is what they said. The half of the Tekken this is what they said in half of the Tekken talks. The other half was for Heihachi, and the other quarter was for merchandising as usual. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I've been Dejan, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!